Can't tell you the number of dog owners that I've done one-on-one consults with over the years, and I keep hearing the same story over and over again. And trust me, dog owners, when I say that you're not alone, you're not alone. No matter how bad your life is right now, you're not alone. Because I guarantee you, there's a whole lot of people in the same situation as you are. I talked to a fellow a while back, and he had a pit bull. And trainers don't like to work with pit bulls. They got the pit bulls, they're a bad name. They're slandering them through the mud the whole 9 yards. And it's just the way they are. You know what? The breed is aggressive. No, it's not. Number one dog that I worked with when I was working with pit bulls, because nobody else wanted to touch them. You call up a trainer here in the city of Edmonton and say you got a aggressive pit bull, I guarantee you, you're not going to get one trainer out to meet the dog, and they're going to be told over the phone generally to kill the dog, because they don't give a shit. But this one guy's got a pit bull. He's after spending $10,000+. He never did tell me how much he was after spending on trainers and behaviors and vets and vet behaviors the whole 9 yards. But he sees something in his dog that nobody else does. He sees the nice side of the dog, and he just simply doesn't understand why the dog is acting this way. You know, when your child is acting out, do you just go and smack him on the ass, or do you step back and ask yourself, why is my child acting this way? But yet you'll go and punish your dog without even asking, why is my dog acting this way? What's causing this behavior? And trainers aren't giving you a diagnosis. Understanding the cause of why your dog is acting out, that's the very diagnosis that you need. But yet dog trainers aren't diagnosing anything. Dog training is the solution without a fucking diagnosis. And people are wondering why it doesn't work. So he had been through positive reinforcement, balance trainers, he went through vets and vet behaviors, they're all telling him to kill his dog. He's spending thousands of dollars, and the only advice that he's given is to kill his fucking dog because of what it is. Because trainers won't work with it in the first place. So the man is locked up in his house now. His wife left him. His children are scared to come over. He's living alone, isolated in this bloody house. He had to change jobs. He can't leave the house. He can't take the dog out of the house. This is how bad it is. He's changed jobs to work from home. So he's stuck in the house all day with his dog. But yet all he ever hears, if he posts to Facebook, he's getting crucified by dog owners that don't understand behaviors. And nobody's asking, why is the dog acting this way? So what did we talk about? We didn't talk much about the dog. We talked about him. At a deep dark hole he's gone down. Guess what? You're going down into a dark hole and you're dragging your dog down with you. Okay? So the first piece of advice I had, if you can't leave the house right now, let's work with it. Get a treadmill in, and you get your ass in that treadmill 2 or 3 times a day, and you walk it off or run it off. And you do the same with your dog. Now how bad he was turned to drugs and alcohol. And he was contemplating suicide, all because of dog training. Because dog trainers wouldn't help him. The man is contemplating suicide. He's taking drugs and alcohol because dog trainers refuse to help him, and there's no accountability. All the thousands of dollars that he pissed away against dog trainers who wouldn't help, there's no accountability for it. You think he'll ever get that money back? No. Do you think dog trainers will do the right thing and give the money back? No. They didn't fix anything. They didn't do shit, but yet they're not giving the money back. I couldn't imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine charging somebody thousands of dollars and not doing shit for them. That's called extortion. And all they want you to do is live in fear, live in fear, live in fear. Kill the dog, kill the dog. These people can't even define the word behavior. Why? Because they don't need to. All they're focused on is shutting down behavior, stopping behaviors through punishment. And it doesn't work. Every dog trainer out there, control and manage your dog. Everything from fucking Robert Cabral to Zach George. Control and management, that's all you ever hear. There's 2 possible outcomes for dog training. Control and management or euthanasia. And guess what? Control and management tends to lead to euthanasia. Why is all this happening? Because they don't give a shit. You go out and ask any trainer, any behaviorist, any vet behaviorist or vet, all the ones that are telling you to kill your dog behaviorally, to define the word behavior. Go ask them. Get them face to face and ask them to define the word behavior. I can guarantee you they can't do it. But they're telling you to kill your dog. So this particular gentleman, I told him point blank, get your ass on a treadmill and get your ass at the hole. And get the dog on a treadmill. Get the dog running on a treadmill. Do you need some exercise? Do you need to blow out the lines? And you do that for a week or 2. Every day, 3 or 4 times a day, you get on that thing and you pound it out. Until you're feeling better. And get the dog on it as well, because you both need exercise. The dog needs dogs to learn how to be a dog. Dog needs exercise. You can't leave a freaking pit bull cooped up in the house all day, every day, and expect it to be normal. It doesn't work that way. Pit bulls are special. Pit bulls are very intelligent dogs, and they can be trained for almost anything. They can do almost anything. Once you have a solid relationship with a pit bull, let me tell you something, you got a friend for life. And pit bulls are so easy. Once you meet their needs, once you understand what the dog needs, and you start meeting those needs, and you start calming down, you're going to have a different dog. I can guarantee you. And you won't need to hire a trainer. Throw dog training in the garbage. Throw it aside, because it's not doing you any favors. All I ever hear is, oh, I hire trainer after trainer. I've been through 6 trainers. I've been through 2 behaviors and a vet behaviorist. And they're all telling you the same thing, to kill your dog. But nobody's given you a diagnosis. Why is the dog acting this way in the first place? Nobody's ever told you that. And nobody has ever shown you that your dog is capable of just being calm. That's what I do. I meet dogs one-on-one in the backyard. I'm breaking into the dog's backyard with the owner's permission. This is a worst-case scenario. I'm not getting attacked. I'm not getting bitten. Because I understand the animal behavior. I've read all the books. I've researched it all. You got to understand animals. And in order to understand animals, you got to go look in the mirror. The animal's staring back at you. And that's the biggest problem today. People do not see themselves as animals anymore because all that's being shoved down their throat is methodological behaviorism. And methodological behaviorism tells you point blank, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare compare human behavior to that of lesser species. But yet, radical behaviorism under Skinner, that's exactly what he's telling you to do. Replace your dog with a human child and ask you point blank what you would do different. You need to meet your child's needs. Your child needs to get out and be social. Your child needs other children to learn to be children. Your child needs to be around adults. That's no different for your dog. They need to be out in society. They need other dogs to teach them how to be a dog, but we got a bunch of people out there right now that are telling you that a human being can teach a dog to be a dog. I'm good with dog behavior. I can't teach a dog to be a dog. That's why I bring Monty along. When you see Monty in the backyard, he's teaching that dog how to be a dog. That's the reality. I can't teach that. That's Monty's job. So back to the owner. You know what? Get off your ass and start pounding it out. Get yourself into a better state of mind. Whatever it takes. I don't care if it takes a couple of days, takes a couple of weeks, takes a couple of months. You do it. You get off the drugs, you get off the alcohol, start cleaning up your own life. Once you start crawling under the hole you put yourself into, or dog trainers put you into, guess what? Your dog is going to join you. Learn to be calm, meditate, do whatever you got to do. Take CBD oil, take cannabis oil to calm yourself down. And once you achieve that calm state, late in the night, take your dog for a walk and just be calm. Just stop. When your dog reacts badly, stop. Just be calm and do nothing. It's such a simple concept. Do nothing. People are trying to fix your dog. Their dog is not broken. Your dog is a bloody basket case because you're driving your dog up the wall. That's the reality. Just stand there for once. Just try something different. Throw dog training in the garbage. When your dog goes fight or flight, when your dog starts barking, stop and be calm. Don't say a word. Don't do anything. Just hold the dog in place and let them get it out of their system. At some point, the dog is going to calm down. They can only stay in that excited state for so long. And they're probably going to look at you going, why aren't you freaking out with me? And they're going to join you in that state of calm. A calm state, there's no emotional reactions at all. When you're calm, you're not being a negative reinforcement. You're not making anything in the environment a big deal, but yet that's what trainers are telling you to do. Focus on the environment, everything in the environment. It's all a big deal. Well, if you're making it a big deal, your dog's going to make it a big deal. That's the reality. Do nothing for a change. Let your dog learn to rationalize. If your child was scared of something, and if you're calm, guess what? Being calm is attractive. If you're out in the environment and all of a sudden something scares you, and you're looking around, you see somebody that's calm and confident in that environment, that's very attractive. You're going to be gravitating towards that person. You're going to gravitate towards the calm. Guess what? Your dog is going to do the same thing. If you give your dog calm, they're going to join you in that state of calm. It might take time. It could take a minute. It could take a half an hour. Let it play out. That's the reality. Work in controlled environments. Take one dog, call up a friend and say, hey, you know what? Can you take your dog out to this place and stand 20 feet from me? And I want to let my dog rage it out. But I'm just going to stand there and be calm. Let it happen. Do something different for a change. Dare to be different. And what happens? At some point, your dog is going to calm down and realize nothing bad is happening. They just rationalize through it. They took the big scary thing and all of a sudden it's not a big deal anymore. Because you didn't make it a big deal. Because you're calm. You're not reacting to anything. Stop focusing on the environment like trainers are telling you to do and focus on your dog. Focus on being calm. Stand there, close your eyes and breathe. And let it play out. See what happens. If you keep doing that, your dog keeps rationalizing and realizing that nothing bad in the environment is happening. You're not being reactive. You don't stink of fear. You don't stink of cortisol and adrenaline to the dog because you're calm. Watch what happens with your dog. Keep doing that over and over and over again. It takes time. It's not a magic bullet. Put your dog on cannabis oil. CBD alone counteracts cortisol and adrenaline levels. It's going to force those levels down once you find the right dose. You're not drugging the dog. You're pushing the cortisol levels down, the very thing that's causing their fight and flight. Aggression and reactivity is fight and flight. And it's a response to negatives in the environment. That's all it is. Stop and think about it. It took about 2 months for this guy to finally get out of the house. He took his dog for a long walk during the nighttime, and he breathed. He focused on calm. The dog, yes, he reacted to a few things, but you know what? The dog's looking at him now because he's gravitating to the state of calm. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. It's going to take time. But if you keep doing that and you focus on a state of calm and not be emotional, your dog is going to join you in that state. Be the change that you want in your dog. And you'll never need to hire a dog trainer or behaviorist or a vet ever again in your life. That's the reality. Dog training itself is a solution without a diagnosis. This is the reason why you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. If mechanics work that way, imagine if you took your dog to a mechanic. They didn't diagnose it. They just threw parts at it. Throw spaghetti at a wall. Oh, well, you didn't fix your car, so you spent a couple $1,000 at one mechanic. They still didn't fix your car because they didn't diagnose it. Now you're off to another one, and another one, and another one. Nobody's diagnosing the car. Nobody's able to fix the car. And this is why you're spending money, thousands of dollars after trainer after trainer after trainer. It's no different, because nobody's giving you a diagnosis. Once you understand why your dog is acting out, and most times it's the owner that's causing it, and once you go into a calm state and let the dog join you, you're going to see a whole difference in the dog. But people call me crazy. Behaviors are easy. Dogs are easy. It's people that have screwed them up.